Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving a microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, oh man. Almost forgot I had one this morning, but I'm okay. I'll tell you where I am in a little bit. You know, I get around, man. There's so much, but man, good morning, everybody. Today I was having a conversation with my wife last night, and we were talking about our plans. You know, we often sit down, just like a married couple. I mean, we're married. We have children. We have aspirations. We have hopes. We have things we want. When you're married, it's important to sit with your partner. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's common sense, really. It's important to sit down with the person that you've chosen and decided to share your life with and have multiple conversations on a lot of things. And we try to make sure that all of our conversations aren't always just business related and always kid related, because that becomes, it's a part of it, but it weighs so much on the marriage because that's the grunt work of being married. Your children, your family, your bills, your mortgage, your car notes, the what's due, what's coming up. And if you're not careful, you'll start, that becomes the focal point of you all's conversation. And this woman or man or person that you've decided to have this life with, all of a sudden, they're an extension of your business. And you guys become business partners or whatever. And it just gets so, anyway, I'm just saying that it's important to sit down and have these conversations. But it's even more important to have the other conversations. It's important with the person that you're planning on making the run with, to sit down and talk about other things, on a more upbeat note. We were having a conversation and she was reminding me of what she loved about me. And then I, in turn, was turning around telling her the things that I admired about her and loved about her. And we kind of have these all the time, where we sit down and we talk about the things that we still enjoy about one another. Or we may talk about some of the things that we miss in one another. But we constantly have these conversations about appreciation. It's so important, man, that the other person feels appreciated. So these things are important. But we got into the conversation deeper last night, and I was telling her about this idea that I had. and that I wanted her to help me with and make a phone call for me because she knows these people, and I was going to be doing this. And then my wife reminded me of something. Now, once again, as always, when I'm talking to you, I just keep it as real as I can. I don't know the Bible inside out. I can't quote to you scriptures and tell you exactly where it is. I just, I heard her say it, but it kind of blew by me. I was telling her about something I wanted to make happen, and she reminded me that there's a scripture somewhere, and somebody emailed it to me today, I'm sure, where the Bible reminds us not to be anxious for anything. Don't be anxious for something. And, it really mattered to me at that point yesterday that she brought this to my attention, because how many times I've been guilty of that in my past, and I've learned better now, but every now and then I need to be reminded. And I think what she was saying to me was, I've gotten to a point in my life, and we all should get to a point where, you've heard old people say this: if you're going to pray about something, then don't worry about it. And if you're going to worry about it, don't pray about it. Back to this. Be anxious for nothing. If you're going to trust in God, then do that. And trusting in him means sometimes you got to be patient. God has never been too late. You don't know the plan he has. You don't really always know his will. You definitely don't know his route, his way of doing anything. So he's always on time. He's always been there on time for me. He's always been there on time for you. How many times have you thought it was over only to find out it's really just begun? How many times have people wrote you off? There are those of you who have lost jobs, but you are still maintaining. But man, God has already began the turnaround process for many of us. Some of us lost jobs and now have better jobs. Some of us lost jobs and now has forced us to rekindle that dream and that vision for a business we had. Sometimes the mishap is the thing you need to make something good happen. See, a lot of times we get so comfortable in our life where we just we get complacent. We just settle in, and when this is it and this is what I'm doing. But in actuality, God has a tremendous amount of abundance for you. He has an amazing amount of things. He has all these boxes packaged up with your name on them that he's willing to ship if you would just align yourself with some of his will so you could get some of these things. How many times have you thought it was over and it didn't really go over? How many times have you thought, this is it, and it wasn't it at all? Well, how many times have you thought, well, it don't look like this going to work out, and it didn't work out, but then something better came along? How many times has that happened? You've got to realize this, man. I was talking to a family who had got displaced from the Katrina thing that happened down there in New Orleans. And man, when they said, yeah, we got displaced from Katrina, and I braced myself because, oh, woe is me, here comes this story. I got to hear this, and I got to be encouraged and think of something. It was totally different. They totally blew me away. Man, the brother said, man, it was actually the best thing that ever happened to my family. And I went, whoa. And he said, yeah, man. He said, because what happened was, he said, I got settled in. He said, plus, I was doing some things outside of my marriage down there. He said, I was doing some stuff in the streets I ain't need to be doing. He said, man, it all got washed away. We thought our life would never be the same. But he said, man, my life ain't need to be the same. He said, man, now we live up here in Texas. We got a house, don't know nobody. He said, I ain't got nobody I know to get into trouble with. He said, man, I done rediscovered my wife, how beautiful she really is, how much my family really was counting on me. And he said, man, it straightened me up, man. He said, so I got to tell you, Steve, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now, that's not always the case, but it's how you look at a situation. But just don't be anxious for anything, because God got a fix for you if you just let him work. So just stay on course. Stay focused. Don't lose faith. Don't be anxious, man. Just Stay in the wheel. Let God work with you. He got some great stuff in store for you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
My microphone on. It's Friday morning. Is my mic on? Sound like it to me. Hey, man, good morning, everybody. In all the markets that we are live on this morning on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. What a glorious morning. Let me tell you what I awoken, whatever the proper word is. What's the proper term, Shirley? I awakened.
I would say I awakened.
Okay, cool. I awoken this morning.
You always go left when I say go right.
That I needed to hear.
What's that? What's that news?
That Biden had taken the lead in Georgia.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Crystal, you got it ready?
Jesus. Yes. Stop right there. Yeah. Oh, my.
I knew he was going to
train.
I said Georgia. I said it too, Ray. Ray, I said it too this morning. Now, let me say this here.
Thank you, Crystal.
What has made me overjoyed more than anything, win, lose, or draw, it got to the first controversial state that was fighting us hard on was Michigan. But I do want to thank everybody in Milwaukee who showed up.
They jumped that thing off.
Yes, sir.
And gave us Wisconsin.
Yes.
But when it got contested and it looked like victory was in grass, all of a sudden it got down to Wayne County, and Lord have mercy, here come that damn Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the brother said in Detroit, we done gone from picking cotton to picking presidents.
Woo!
That one mattered to me, dog. I don't know who your name is, bro, but Steve Harvey got mad love for you. Now, it done turned to two more places, Pennsylvania and Georgia. Waited patiently. They still counting in Pennsylvania. I'll get to that in a minute. But Atlanta, Georgia, showed up and showed out. I want to thank everybody, man. My brothers and sisters, man, showed up in the polls in record numbers, man, and have effected an election. And we have proven something to ourselves that we can affect election, that our voice does matter, and Black Lives Matter, and now they all finna know it. And we sitting up waiting on who now? Philly. 105.3 WDAS. We waiting on Philly, man, and Philly clowning on them. Here come Philly next. Now, say what you want to say, but black people have brought about a change in this country at the end. I know you didn't want to hear that, Mr. Trump.
Ask the CLO after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, before we get to Ask the CLO, Steve, okay, some breaking news in case you haven't heard. If you were sleeping overnight, somebody got some sleep around here, right? Joe Biden has taken the lead in Georgia, okay? With over 900 votes, something like 917 votes he's ahead right now. Yes.
No.
Come on, Steve.
Oh, I bet you never thought it would be us. That's an old sweet song. It's Georgia all over your mind. Oh, Donald.
Donald? You done rewrote the song.
Oh, it's all about us. 'Cause black lives really matter. You didn't think we was gonna show up, but our ass was at the polls.
Thank you. Yes. All right. Listen, Steve, it is time now for Ask the CLO, the Chief Love Officer
Okay,
in
cool.
the building. All right, here we
Atlanta,
go.
and on deck now, ladies and gentlemen, on deck for the championship voting block of Black America. On deck in the batter's box, Philly, waiting on Philly.
Come on, Jill Scott and them.
Go ahead,
Patti
I'm ready.
LaBelle. All right, this one is from Daniel in El Paso, Texas. Daniel says, I'm in my early 30s, and I was dating a woman that has twin sons that are 4 years old. I've been with her since the twins were born, so I helped her raise them. I ended our relationship 3 months ago because she's controlling. I told her I'd be present in the twins' life as much as possible, and she calls me daily, saying the twins miss me or they're crying because I'm not around. She's manipulative, and she thinks I can't see what she's up to. I love the twins, but I can't stand her. What should I do?
Keep loving them twins, man.
Yeah.
Keep loving them twins. Stay in their life. They probably are crying, man. The kids don't understand sometimes. They probably are. But if you stay vigilant, if you call them when you say you're going to call them, pick them up when you say you're going to pick them up, they have something to look forward to. It's when we as men disappear that we traumatize children the most. Stay in their life, stay active, on the phone, FaceTime. Kids know how to work, man. They know how to work with what it is better than adults do. Stay in their life. Don't go back over there.
All right.
Bottom line.
Thank you, CLO.
Love the
Moving
kids,
on.
can't stand her.
Tyler in
Jesus,
Lansing,
I've
Michigan.
been there.
Tyler in Lansing says, I'm a 26-year-old female, and my roommate is a garden tool. We've been friends since 8th grade, but when we got older, she changed. The other night, she went out, and I went to bed. I woke up late to get some water, and there was a guy on our couch watching TV, eating my chips and drinking a Coke. He said he was waiting for his friend to finish having sex. The guys left. It's right here in black and white. The guys left, and I told my roommate that she's putting us both in danger by being a careless nympho. She told me I need to loosen up a bit. I'm stuck in a lease with her. So how should I handle this? Wow, that's pretty serious.
Well, yeah, if you stuck in the lease with her and both y'all names is on it, we in a touchy situation.
She needs to loosen up a bit, though.
How much more loose can you be?
Yeah.
There's a dude on your couch that your roommate don't know eating her chips and Coke. You in the room having sex with another dude she don't know. It's no more loose than that.
Yeah.
Right.
You have taken off all the strings on the garment. There's no threads holding it, and the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could do this. I don't know, you could probably say to her that you're moving out, that you can't do this no more because you're endangering your living conditions.
Your life.
Small claims court is an option for things like this.
Breach a contract or something, Steve?
Yeah, something like that, and you could get out. Anytime you feel a sense of endangerment in your living space, you have a case. Because nobody should feel unsafe in their homes.
At home.
And so if she doesn't understand that, I think that, maybe you just bounce, I know that's hard because, she probably counting on half. I don't know.
Maybe she could ask the apartment complex to give her another apartment. Meaning she would stay. She's not breaking the lease with them. You know what I mean? Still being in the property.
See, that would be
But
cool.
but she's still got to come up with that other half of the rent.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the apartment will work with her because of that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go down there and talk to somebody.
And talk, yeah.
That's
the
true.
leasing
office, maybe they'll work with her. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
What'd you say, Junior?
You can lock on your room, though.
Yeah, but he's in
you
the
could
living
get
room.
that.
But he's in the living room.
Yeah.
But dog,
get
now
that
I'm a
too.
prisoner in my house now.
Yeah.
Now I
Who
can't
wants
come
to
out
do that? Yeah.
because there's people sitting in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on.
This sounds like
Yeah, that's deep right there. Carrie in Orlando says, I've been using online dating to find a good woman because I work a lot. Don't feel like hanging out trying to meet someone. I finally met a beautiful woman with an athletic build. She loves the Lord. She's drama-free. The only problem I have is with her hair. I never know what color her wig will be. How do I let her know without hurting her feelings? Is there a way?
Yeah, all you got to do is say, baby, I've seen a lot of your looks. Here's my favorites. I love this about you. I love that about you. And I love this about you. And I love that about you. Those are my absolute favorites, baby. So I don't know how you feel about me. You might not even care about how I think, but man, if that black hair, that's so nice.
Prank phone call after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour in national
Tick.
news, Donald Trump.
Tick.
Yeah.
Tock.
Donald Trump resurfaces with more unfounded claims about the election. Joe Biden addresses the fears about the election. Plus, we have a serious warning about this weekend. We'll talk about all of this at the top of the hour, guys. But right now, Junior is in for the nephew with today's Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Junior?
Can I have Georgia? I'm sorry. That's not it. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
on your
so
mind,
sorry.
Georgia, on your mind.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That is not the prank today. The prank is, can I have your kidney? Run it.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Brother Conley.
This is Conley.
How you doing, brother? This is Deacon Patterson calling from the church. How you doing today?
Deacon Patterson?
Yeah,
Just doing fine. And yourself, sir?
I'm doing good, doing good. You know, the church is behind you on what you're going through, and we praying for you, man. We know all about you going in the surgery on Friday to get your pancreas removed. So I wanted to give you a call, man, have a word of prayer, and let you know that we all are pulling for you, and we know that the man upstairs is going to pull you through this successfully.
Well, God bless and keep you there, Deacon. God bless and keep you, because I tell you, I'm going through something here. Me and my wife, we've been talking about it, and we've been praying on it, and it sure is a wonderful thing to know that your church is with you and y'all thinking about me in prayer. I've really had to take this to the Lord. This is a serious thing with me, and I ain't never had an operation before in my life, and I know I need it. My wife done made it clear, the doctor done made it clear, and I believe I'm ready to go forward, Deacon.
And we're going to give the victory to who the victory much
to the Lord.
deserves.
Yes, sir. He's the victory. He's the victory.
Yeah. Let me have a word of prayer with you, Brother Conley, if you don't mind. Just bow your head for me. Father God, we ask right now. We ask right now that you touch Brother Conley as he goes in on Friday.
Please, Lord.
Put your hands on him. We ask, Father, that you hold on to the doctor that's getting ready to go and put surgery on him.
Yes.
We ask that you make sure that the doctor has got a strong eye on that morning.
Walk with him.
We ask that he got a steady hand when he got the scalpel in his hand. We ask that you hold on to him,
please,
as he goes into his surgery, because we know come Saturday morning, the victory going to belong to Brother Conley and the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
We know all of this, but we ask that you take that pancreas and you remove it out successfully.
Please.
Close him back up like it was never been entered in before.
Walk with me, Jesus.
That's what we ask, and we ask you, Lord, at the same time that they're removing this pancreas, Lord. We ask that you reach around his backside, and we ask that you touch his kidney, Lord. Touch his kidney and make it whole. Make it 110%. We want you to make that kidney like it's been the best kidney
Excuse
ever
me,
known.
Deacon. That's Deacon Patterson.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. There's nothing wrong with my kidney, Deacon. I'm doing fine. The Lord has done made it. Well, He's gonna work on my pancreas. That's what the doctor's operating on. They done prepped me for it, and that's what they plan to remove. So my kidney is fine. They did what they called one of them MRIs, and everything else is fine. They ain't working on nothing but my pancreas, sir.
Right. Well, let me say, I'm glad you brought that up, because this one reason why I called you.
Uh-huh.
And of course, I did call to pray for you.
Yes, sir.
Because I want to
Thank
make
the
sure
Lord.
that you make it through this successfully. But another reason why I'm getting around to this here is what I want to ask you. And I know we've never met face to face. I've seen you a couple times, like I said, at the church, but you've been out most of the time with your sickness and whatnot. But now, what I was going to ask you was, and I know this is, I hate to come at you in the final hour when you're getting ready to go have surgery and all that, but if you don't mind, if you could see it in your heart to do something for somebody else.
Yes, sir. That's the Lord's will. You're always supposed to help those who can't.
Right. And I'm glad you think like that. Mm-hmm. Now, when they go in on Friday morning and remove that pancreas out, do you think that they could go in and get one of your kidneys? Because I need one.
Hold on just a minute, Deacon. What you say? What you say?
See what is? See, I've been going through myself with a little ailment, and I'm wondering if I need a kidney, and I'm wondering if you can give me one of yours when they go in to get your pancreas. They gonna already have you open.
Did you say you wanted them to take one of my kidneys?
Yeah, and give it to me because I need one.
You need a kidney?
Yeah. What? I mean, you already gonna be laying there open.
Wait a minute, mister. You need a kidney? I need help with my pancreas. You gonna call me with some like that, man? This ain't no work of the Lord. Now, you say you a deacon?
Yeah, like I said, Deacon Patterson, my name. But see, what I'm asking you is, what harm
you ain't asking me, man.
Brother Conley, what harm is it if you already open and laying on the table?
Oh, you ain't heard a damn thing I said, have you? I said man, you crazy as hell. Now, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to need to call the pastor. Because, see, it's some going on here. You say you knew? You mighty damn knew, mister. Matter of fact, you too damn new to know who you're talking to.
What I'm saying is, you have two, like you said they did the MRI.
I don't give a what I said they did, man. I got two kidneys, you got two. One of yours bad, that's your problem, mister. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to get well, and you calling with this you say you a new deacon. You damn sure is, and you won't be at that church long. I tell you that, because if I ever get close to your mister, we got some reckoning to do.
What is it gonna hurt for you to give me one of them kidneys if both them kidneys is good?
It ain't gonna hurt them thing, because you ain't getting my kidney, man. It ain't gonna hurt. What is wrong with you?
Say, man, all I'm saying is if you're gonna be open and laying on the table, what is it gonna hurt for you to give me?
Oh, now you're gonna tell me I'm open and laying on the damn table. What kind of a prayer are you in charge of, mister? Let me tell you something. Obviously, I need to meet you before I get to the hospital. And maybe I can help take out that damn bad kidney of yours. I can tell you that. We can it out. You won't feel a damn thing. How about that? I'll be damned if you're going to call and talk me out of one of my damn kidneys, man.
I'm trying to live just like you trying to.
Let the Lord take care of me, because what you talking about ain't got a damn thing to do with Jesus. You can kiss my and get off my phone. That's what you can do.
Can I say one more thing to you?
What?
Is you listening to me?
Man, I done listen to you, and you ain't talking about nothing. That's got nothing to do with what's going on with me, mister. You running a game? If I could get to you, I'd put lead in your do you understand
But
me?
Can I just say one more thing, and then I'm going to let you go? Is you listening?
For what?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your daughter.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That girl, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Jesus.
Hey, you all right, Brother Conley?
Man, you done made me use language that I swear I don't know, but I heard my neighbors and them using that. I done stopped a long time ago talking that way. Please forgive me. Lord have mercy. Woo. Y'all, I'm going to have to, Lord have mercy. My heart is palpitating here. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mister, this ain't me. This ain't me. And I tell you what, and I enjoy Steve Harvey and Nephew Tommy. I do.
Brother Conley, I got to ask you one more thing, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be y'all. It's gotta be y'all. Hell, I don't even remember the name of it now.
The Steve Harvey Morning.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna forget it now.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
After a 2-day absence, Donald Trump returned to the podium on Thursday and continued to make unfounded accusations about the election with no proof as the remaining uncalled states continue to count ballots. Trump claimed, again with no evidence, that the election results are part of a conspiracy to get him out of the White House. Take a listen.
These really phony polls, I have to call them phony polls, fake polls, were designed to keep our voters at home, create the illusion of momentum, for Mr. Biden. We were winning in all the key locations by a lot, actually. And then our numbers started miraculously getting whittled away in secret.
See, let me say something. Here's what he's never understood because he's never had to, because he's been a rich boy all his life. That's what an ass whooping is. It's when you are winning by a lot.
Yeah.
And they start whittling away. We were winning like really big. Mm-hmm. That's what happened in football games. That's what happened in basketball games. That's what happened in fights. That's called a comeback. See, but you've never had to make a comeback because you ain't never been in the back. But now, when you're experiencing your first national, worldwide, global ass whooping, this is your response to it.
One more time.
Global, international ass whooping. We were winning. Yeah,
Excuse me. It's not just domestic. It's global.
It's the global international. Because the world is watching this.
Yeah, the world. Yeah.
They sick of you too.
And excuse me, one more point, Steve. Did I hear him say Sleepy Joe or Mr. Biden?
Yeah.
He said Mr. Biden.
Thank you.
Because see, when you getting your ass whooped, that's like saying uncle.
Yeah.
See, now he Mr. Biden. He was Sleepy Joe before the ass whooping started. Right. Now he Mr. Biden.
Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name.
Ass whoopings change viewpoints. I'm telling you, man, this old rich boy, good old boy, is experiencing his first ass whooping. He'd never seen it come before. He never had to make a comeback because he never been in the back. Yeah. We were winning. That's all. We were winning, and now we're not. Stop counting the votes. If we stop counting the votes right now, do you understand you are not the president?
Right. Yep. Right. All right. Meanwhile, former Vice President Joe Biden, Mr. Biden to you, spoke yesterday from Wilmington, Delaware, addressing concerns about the coronavirus pandemic and the election. Biden notably addressed coronavirus first before moving on to address concerns about this election. Biden said, Senator Harris and I just completed briefings on both COVID and the economic crisis facing this nation as we're reminded again of the severity of this pandemic. Cases are on the rise nationwide. And then Biden went on to talk about concerns about the election. Take a listen.
Each ballot must be counted. And that's what we're going to see going through now. And that's how it should be. Democracy is sometimes messy. It sometimes requires a little patience as well. And we continue to feel, Senator and I, we continue to feel very good about where things stand. We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners. So I ask everyone to stay calm, all the people to stay calm. The process is working. The count is being completed, and we'll know very soon.
Okay, now let me say something. Me personally, this Steve Harvey talk, you can quote me on this. I don't give a damn if you're mad.
Yeah,
I really don't. I don't give a damn about Trump supporters mad, going down there marching. 4 more years. Yes, say all that.
You ain't getting it.
We gonna count these votes. And matter of fact, you have the same opportunity to do like a lot of people did when Trump won. When Trump won, that's the first time I ever saw people boycott, march on an election. But I told y'all, they don't know when to protest. They don't know. They don't know.
Yes.
Trump supporters and even Biden supporters, they don't really know when to protest. Listen to me. Talk to black people who have been oppressed for over 400 years. We'll tell you when to march and what to march for. When Trump won, it was too late to march. They not finna take him out the White House. So the marching they did, all them streets and stuff, that nice little march, served no purpose. Now, the Trump supporters are going to march and stand outside. Stop the vote. You can't stop the vote. Count the vote. Make up your mind. You want us to count them or you want us to stop? See, y'all don't know what to do. So now, when he lose, y'all gonna go out in the streets. But let me explain something to y'all. You wasting your time. And we don't give a damn that you mad. Get over it. deal with it like we didn't have to deal with it for 4 years.
Yes.
The rhetoric,
And
the
400
divisiveness,
years.
the hatred we've had to hear the spew from the President of the United States. I'll be so happy because I'm sick of watching the news. I've never watched the news this much in my life.
For 4 straight years.
4 straight years. I want to go back to watching, Forensic Files in 48 hours.
The ID
Bring
channel.
Game of Thrones back.
Damn, I want to get
HLN.
caught up in a series.
Yes.
Hell, I watch Harry Potter. And you know I don't give a damn about that. I wouldn't know Harry if he was standing in front of me right now.
Grown now. Harry's grown.
Dog, I swear to God, I wouldn't know him.
He got a beard and everything now, Steve.
Well, I probably think he was the wizard then.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
Harry's so old now, his ass is the wizard.
So stupid.
You are so ignorant.
Harry
Coming up in
Trotter
20
don't
minutes,
trot no more.
We'll take your phone calls, 877-29-STEVE.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, listen, we got to talk to the people, Steve. Let's holler at the folks. 877-29-STEVE. Let's go to line 3. Let's go to line 3 and talk to David out of Georgia.
Hey, David. David.
Good morning.
What's up with you, man?
Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning. Good
Come on.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Come on, Dave.
I need
Morning,
to try
Dave.
to dial it back from a 10 to like a 6 so I can speak.
Yeah. Well, you down there. Go ahead. I'm
so
listening, man.
excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited. I've been watching this thing all night, and I felt as though I was at Churchill Downs watching them turn into the home stretch,
Yeah.
shouting, "Come on, Biden! Come on, Biden! Come on, Biden!" First, let me back up and thank you, Steve, Shirley, the entire gang for what you're doing for our country. And Steve,
Thank you.
your closing remarks the past several days have been extraordinarily blessed. My only regret is I didn't record them.
I got all of them recorded. Don't even worry about it.
That's really nice, though. That's
Start
really nice.
releasing them on Steve Harvey FM.
Yeah.
All of them. Don't even worry about it, David. Got all of them. See, y'all, listen, man. What the excitement in Dave's voice is genuine. That's the way African Americans should feel today. Win, lose, or draw. Because listen to me. They have told us in so many words from this administration that black lives don't matter to them. He got mad when they painted it in front of the White House. He got really upset when they painted it in front of Trump Towers in New York. He has not said one word to make us feel better about any of the deaths this year, the injustice of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Aubrey, none of them. He ain't lifted his voice to say, hey, look, we've got to do something to make these oppressed people feel more a part of the American dream. He didn't lift his voice one time. Well, we heard you loud and clear. See, it's almost better with what you don't say than what you do say. And it ain't fine people on both sides. Your ass can't be in a hate group and be a fine person.
Right.
You will no longer be the president because of yourself. And you have no one to blame except you. You and your followers who allow you to be the deceitful and immoral person that you are. Well, black people are talking to you loud and clear. In Milwaukee, Detroit, Atlanta, and Philly. Do you hear us now? Do we matter yet?
More calls after this, 877-29-STEVE.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right.
Hey, man.
Here we are.
I have a question for you.
What?
That I just thought of.
What's that, Steve?
I know Donald been up all night.
Donnie ain't been to bed.
No,
Who is he been calling? He been worrying people all night.
Tweeting, going off on governors. And
People trying to sleep.
yeah, he going off everybody.
Baby, wake up. It's the president.
Well,
Jesus. So I just wonder who he been talking to all night. And let me tell y'all something. If y'all just want to see what distress look like, please cut on Fox and Friends morning show. I'm telling you, man. The dude on the far right of the screen, I think we need to get some help for him.
They're going through.
They lost their swag.
They're going through.
You going to
All
the
right,
phones?
Steve, let's talk to the people. Let's go to the phones. 877-29, Steve. We're going to go to line 1, all right? And we're going to talk to Lawrence out of Philly, baby. That's right, Philly.
Hey, Lawrence out of Philly. Yo, what's up, man? Come on, give it to me.
Let me tell you. Check out the brand new flavor in your ear. Brand new flavor in your ear, okay?
Come on, Craig, man.
Yes.
That's absolutely. Look, this cat tried to dish us, okay? McDonald's, okay? That's what I call it, McDonald's, okay? The people here, we rocked his world because he thought this thing was set up. Mad kudos to Governor Tom Wolf, Senator Bob Casey, and Secretary of State Kathy Brockvar, whom they're calling for a resignation now, okay?
Yeah.
So here's the move. The provisional ballots are what Trump is going to attempt to try to go to court on, okay? For those who don't know what a provisional ballot is, it's a paper ballot that's offered to voters when they believe they're registered, but their name does not appear on the polling book or in the general election list, so they give them a paper ballot. That's his only angle. Our movement and the ground troops that our election process here, we have a machine that always comes out, okay? This year, we didn't do the door-to-door as we did. Trump tried to copy the President Obama's move. It backfired, okay? With these reports in the convention center, they are observers that are there. Both parties and the independent party that are watching the process.
That's right.
So it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
That's right. That's right. And, brother, listen to me. You are 100% correct. See, he trying to cast all this doubt with this little monkey speech he gave at 6:30 last night, trying to throw disparity on the democracy progress.
Yeah,
but if you notice, the only problem he got a problem with is where he losing. He ain't said nothing about Ohio. He ain't said nothing about Mississippi, Louisiana. He ain't got no problem with none of that.
Florida.
Texas, cool. It was close in Texas. He ain't said nothing about that. He only got a problem with the democratic process when he ain't winning it. I don't give a damn that they mad this morning. And hold up, man. I'm going to talk about Philly in a minute. But we were remiss in our duties to mention Chicago.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yes, my
Yes, sir.
hometown.
Shout
Come on,
out,
Chicago.
my
Thank you.
V103.
Yes.
That damn Chicago. Oh, and
Shy City, baby.
we up in there on fire smoking. I smoke with all 5 fingers. That's how I smoke with all 5 fingers. I look like I'm smoking cigar so hard right now, I look like I'm eating a sandwich. Listen to me, man. So thank you to Chicago. They went blue too, and
Out
always
the gate, they went blue out
they
the
did.
gate.
don't even come over here playing with us. And New York, they
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
we smoke cigars with 10 fingers up there. So I want a big love to them. But we are waiting now. Atlanta has pushed Georgia over the top. Big love to Atlanta, man. Black people, we learn a lot about ourselves. But the next on deck right now, in the batter's box right now, is Philly. Philly.
Over the wall.
Wait a minute. I'm eating barbecue right now. Stop wiping my mouth.
Philly cheesesteak.
Philly. I'm eating the Philly cheesesteak with. I'm eating a
ginger
Philly
beer.
Philly cheesesteaks for everybody.
Frank phone call
Hold on.
coming up
Here
next.
come Philly.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes. I'm still laughing at you, Steve Harvey. Right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, my husband has vanished. Like the president. My husband has vanished.
That's Melania Trump done wrote in.
With this here.
Where is Donnie?
First, we got to get to the prank phone call. Nephew's out today. Junior is here as always. What you got for us, Junior?
Dr. Petrie, I need some help. Dr. Petrie, I need some help. Run it, Cat.
Hello.
I'm trying to reach Dr. Petrie, please.
This is Dr. Petrie.
Dr. Petrie, my name is Jared. Jared, and I was hoping you could help me out with a problem that I have.
Okay, hello, Jared. I would love to help you out with a problem. Unfortunately, though,
You're Dr. Petrie, right?
I am, but this is my personal number. How did you get this number?
Somebody gave me this number so I could call you and try to get some counseling from you because I'm really in a bad situation right now.
Okay, I can recognize that you're in a bad situation, but how did you get my number? This is my personal line. Who gave you my number?
You the doctor, you the counselor that help people with situations and problems and stuff, right?
Yes, I am, Jared. What can I do for you, Jared?
I got a problem that it seems like I'm just, I've been married to my wife for 6 years.
Okay, wait, Jared. Now what you're about to get into, you want to go into a counseling session, and so in order to do that, I do that through making an appointment.
I understand all of that, but you don't understand. What I'm trying to tell you is that I got a situation, and I know it's gonna happen again tonight because it's been happening all the time. I just need some. If you could just give me a little bit of help, and then I'll come in next week. But I just need you to tell me how to handle my problem, and then I'll come in next week. I need this bad right now.
Jared, I need you to focus. Okay, I don't do this over the phone. However, it sounds to me like you really need.
I need you. Can you be there for me just for a second?
Yes, I'm here right now.
I apologize for calling you and disrupting your weekend, but can you help me out?
Excuse me. Hey, tell him I'll call him back. I don't know what's going on. Someone gave this gentleman.
Hello?
Tell him I'll call him back.
Hello?
I'm here, Jared. I'm here.
Is it Dr. Petrie?
I'm here. Tell me what's going on, Jared. I'm here to listen to you.
Okay, listen. I've been married to my wife for like 6 years now, and I don't know what it is, but whenever we intimate, I get scared, and I go into the closet, and I got a TV in there, and I watch old TV shows because I'm scared. I'm scared of the intimacy between me and her.
Okay, Jared, this sounds like a particular case. It's different from anything that I've experienced thus far. And I want to make sure that I address your concern.
Now we up in the big league, getting our turn at bat.
What?
Long as we live, you and me, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because we're moving on up.
Oh, okay, Jared, focus. You called me, and you need me to help you.
I'll be going through it. It be bothering me.
Okay, Jared, what I need to do is I need to make sure that
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight. When the clock right 2, 3, and 4. When the band goes down, we'll yell for
Hey, Jared.
Clock tonight.
Breathe, Jared, breathe. Oh, my. How did you get my number? How did you get my personal number?
They gave me your number and said you would be the one that would take care of me.
Figure out what is really going on.
Hello?
I'm here. Okay, let's take a different.
And you knew where you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Wishing we could use a man like Herbert Huber again.
Pull yourself together. I want to help you. And I want to help your situation. I want to help you with your wife. But you called me, and if you're looking for a lifeline, for an anchor, I'm trying to be that.
I need you to help me. With my wife, because I know my wife is gonna leave me if I don't quit doing this. Here's a story of a lovely lady.
Oh, Jared. Oh,
bringing up 3 very lovely girls.
Jared, my technique is a little bit different. It may be a little unorthodox.
If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The minnow.
Okay, look here.
I need you to help me.
I need to get you into my office. I need to schedule an appointment with you. You need to erase my personal number from your cell phone because this is not how I operate.
Everybody knows your name.
Jared, focus, Jared, focus. There's a lot more going on here. For one, you're making
up. Fun now. with me and all the gang, learning from each other while we do our thing. Gonna have a good time. Hey, hey, hey.
You know what, Jared? My patience is fed up. I have no more patience with you. Now, I need you to stay focused and get it together.
What?
Why did you call me? How did you get my number?
Why are you hollering at me? Why? You're supposed to be the doctor. You're supposed to be the doctor.
I am a doctor. Don't question my credentials, young man. You called me. I want to help you, but this has gone on too far. This is
Tommy gave me your number.
Tommy who?
Steve. You know Steve, don't you?
Now, look, I want to help you, but you are not allowing me to do so. So who is Tommy? Who is Stephen? And how did you get my number?
Stephen is on the radio.
I don't know a Stephen on the... Stephen on the radio? As in Steve Harvey on the radio? Oh, as in Tommy nephew, Tommy?
Dr. Petrie, you have been pranked.
Oh, no, you didn't go. Oh, my God.
Do you have a colleague named Charles?
You know what? I'm going to kill. Oh, Lord, I can't believe Charlie did this to me. Oh, my God. Do you know how much time I got hot? You got me flustered. I was recording you. I hope you know that.
Oh, I got to ask you something, though. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dr. Petrie.
Dr. Petrie.
That's a good prank. That's a good prank.
Play too
And,
much.
you know,
What?
I just want
You so happy today.
Trump
Spit
and
it
the
out.
Trump supporters to know that this is not a prank. This really is pop. No.
Okay.
And
It's real life.
Pop, no. I know it's hard. I know. I know you're having difficulty facing these 2 days of what feels like oppression to you. It's only been 2 days.
Oh, the babies.
Now, me and Junior going to come up with some things to help you through this.
Yeah.
What you think is oppression, because we had over 400 years of it.
Yeah.
So now, y'all not handling it well. Please, y'all, I don't want to update ratings, but just turn on Fox and Friends this morning. They asked, hey, man, let me tell you something. The dude with the short dark hair that be on the right of your screen,
Yeah.
I don't think he gonna make it. Now the old white guy, he doing better with it. The girl with the blonde cropped hair, she threw.
She don't want to be here.
threw. She don't even want to be
She's
there.
at a funeral.
Yeah, she mad. But the dude on the right, he not gonna survive this. He not gonna do good. So maybe later on in the show, maybe me and Junior might give Fox and Friends some ways to handle deep, dark. We're going to just call y'all oppression because it's depression. It's not oppression, but if you want a piece of that, we can get at
But they need some new friends, though.
But y'all need some new friends, and y'all got to figure out a way, man, to get through this because y'all don't look good on Fox right now.
Strawberry letter coming up next. My husband has vanished, and we'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, we have to take a moment before we get into the strawberry letter to say that today's show is dedicated to Georgia Democratic political leader Stacey Abrams. All right?
You better know it.
She has worked so diligently and so hard in the state of Georgia. We want to say congratulations to you, Stacey Abrams. Congratulations, Queen. You are a queen. You did it. Thank you so very much.
Stacey Abrams started a large part of this mail-in campaign. The ground roots
getting folks to vote.
Focus to vote. Stacey Abrams is she's the bad chick.
Yes, she is.
I don't want to offend nobody. Okay, let me go back. She's the bad queen. queen
right.
of the day,
Yes, she
Stacey
is.
Abrams. You better go, girl. You finna get your due in this one right here.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Thank you, Stacy. All right. Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, Junior. Subject, my husband has vanished. Dear Steve and Shirley, and this is not from Melania. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm Melania Trump. I'm a 40-year-old married woman that got married in September, and I'm already having problems. I met a great man in July, and we had an instant connection, and we fell in love quickly. We caught the coronavirus around the same time, so we bonded over that. We were inseparable. If he was using the bathroom, I'd sit in there and talk to him, and vice versa. We were just that close. We dated for only 90 days before he popped the question. We had a wedding at the courthouse because of the pandemic, and then we honeymooned in Miami and Las Vegas. We moved into a bigger apartment in my building, and we decided to split all of our bills. A week after we moved in together, he was very different. He started telling me he needed his space and he'd leave the house without telling me where he was going. I tried to talk to him and he ignored me. Then he announced that he had to go to Chicago because he had a death in his family. I asked to go with him and he said it was a quick trip and he'd be right back. It's November, and I haven't seen him since late September. I would call him, and he wouldn't answer, and then he'd text me excuses, like he had another funeral to attend, he had car trouble, he went to jail for running a stop sign, he lost his phone, and the excuses continued so he could stay in Chicago. Then he stopped talking to me altogether, and he vanished. I just want to know why he has gone missing. I pray that he's okay. Before he left, he gave me his relative's address in Chicago. So should I go and check on him, or should I divorce him and put all of his stuff out of my house? Okay, I think this is a case of you already know the answers before you wrote into us, but since you wrote in, I guess we'll answer it. I'll answer it this way, because this is a very strange, it's very odd behavior for someone, I'll say, who isn't on drugs or who isn't hiding a terrible, terrible secret or something. I think this man is gone, okay? I think he's not coming back. I know you got swept up in the fairy tale, love at first sight, 90 days, you guys bonded very quickly, but really, you knew nothing about this man. You knew nothing about him. You guys sitting in the bathroom while you go and all that, that's not love so deep. I don't know what that is, but I don't want any parts of it, and Steve Harvey doesn't want any parts of it, okay? I think to save yourself some heartache and pain, you really have to let this go. That's all I can tell you. I mean, it's not like he's missing in life or something happened to him. You've spoken to this man. All you've gotten were lies upon lies upon lies. He vanished from your life, as you say, but he's still very much alive and very much around. He's just not with you. The hard truth is, I know you don't want to hear this, but just sitting around pining over someone, that's just not the right answer. He's been lying to you all along, which means you should treat this marriage as a lie too and get on with your life. I mean, what's the point in calling, in this address in Chicago? He's not going to be there. And if he is, he's just going to lie, or he's instructed those people to lie. Get on with your life. Put the stuff out of your house and move on. You don't even know this man. Steve?
All right. I don't know how to do this. About how much time I got? Give me an estimate. About a minute. Let me see how I'm going to do this here. Mm-hmm. It's so many things wrong here. But just with the minute I got left, let me just give you the main part of it. He probably gone because y'all was sitting there in that bathroom together. That's probably did it right
You
there.
have that.
I think when it was his turn to sit in there while you was using the bathroom, I think that's what did it. He was handling it while he was sitting in there and you was in there talking to him. But when you was using the bathroom, he at one point said, "Good Lord, Jesus, where is my Father God?" I think that's the beginning of the end of this damn letter. So I knew the letter was over as soon as I read that line right there. Now, when I come back, I'm going to tell you what else I think is going on.
All right, Steve. Can't wait to hear it. We'll have part 2.
God, Lord,
Of Steve's
Jesus.
response coming up at 23 minutes after. Subject, my
What
husband
did you
is vanished.
eat?
We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter, the subject, and we found out it was not written by Melania Trump. My husband has vanished. Let's get back into this bathroom, Steve.
All right, now I gotta recap this for y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here we go. This 40-year-old married woman got married this past September. Already having problems. Met a great man in July. July, probably around the 4th.
Okay.
No,
okay.
probably I'm assuming somewhere around there. You know, they had a
barbecue.
function or something. We caught the coronavirus around the same time, so we bonded over that. I'm going to come back to that. We were inseparable. He was using the bathroom. I'd sit there and talk to him, and vice versa. We were just that close. Let's stop right here.
Did you just stop the car?
What did you just say? She said, met a man. I'm a 40-year-old woman, got married in September, and I'm already having problems. Next thing to point out to me, if he was using the bathroom, I'd sit there and talk to him and vice versa. That go the beginning of your damn problem. Talking about we was just that close. I got news for you. That's too damn close.
Yes,
You ain't got
it is.
I love my wife and the ground she walking on. She ain't never. Matter of fact, I don't let her come by the door when I'm in there. Because I don't want her to feel no other kind of way about me.
Thank you.
She can't crack the door. She can't slide a note under the door.
None of that.
Matter of fact, get your ass back 5 feet from this damn door. Because I can't tell you what's happening in here.
You need to be
I got
alone.
water running. I got matches lit. I got them little sticks dipped down in the oil. I got incense burning and a cigar. I'm trying to kill
Get you some poopery.
everything that's happening in here. You sitting up in there talking to each other. I'm going to tell you what happened.
Oh, God.
Now, I'm going to get back to that. We dated for 90 days before he popped the question. Had a wedding at the courthouse because of the pandemic, and then we honeymooned in Miami and Las Vegas. Wait a minute, hold up. You know what all these problems is y'all have right now?
What?
Let me go back to we caught the coronavirus around the same time. Oh, so y'all making all these decisions while you sick.
Getting married, all of that.
Sick ass people, 2 people with corona don't need to be making these type of decisions. That's why y'all was sitting up in that bathroom talking to each other, because you had lost your taste and smell. And your ass was sitting in that bathroom with that damn corona because you had lost your taste and your damn smell. But once that corona got off of your ass and you realized what you was smelling, oh, we got to get the hell out of here. So here we go.
Okay.
Now, you done set up here. Oh, well, that's what happened. A week after we moved in together, he was very different. He wasn't sick no more. Yes, he different. He started telling me he needed space. Space, you know why? See, now, when y'all sitting in the bathroom and he ain't got corona, and now he need his space, it's been real strong in that bathroom. He got to get the hell out the house, the whole damn house. He leave the house without telling me where he was going. Probably just sitting out in the car getting some fresh air. I'm just telling you, I don't really know what's happening right here. So then Then he announced that he had to go to Chicago because he had a death in the family. I asked, could I go with him? And he said, it's a quick trip. He'll be right back. It was November. It's November, and I have not seen him since late September. Well, now, let's be honest now.
Yeah.
Black people do have some long-ass funerals.
Not that long.
30 days.
Oh, no, they been
I don't. And then he said, you'd call him and he wouldn't answer. Then he text you excuses like he had another funeral to go to. See, now 4 black funerals is about 4 weeks. So that could be it too.
Do the math.
He stopped talking to me altogether and he's vanished. I just want to know why he has gone missing. I pray that he's okay. Quit praying for this man.
Fine.
He's just fine. Should I go? He gave me an address to a relative in Chicago. Should I go check on him or should I divorce him and put all this stuff out of my house? Listen to me, lady. You don't really know this man. You just met him in July. This man got another family. He got another whole situation going on. He doing the same thing with somebody up in Chicago, too. Listen to me. He don't know you and you don't know him. You ain't so in love with this man because you can't live without him because you ain't had long enough to live with him. See, you find out if you can live without a person after you done found out how it is living with him. But if you ain't lived with him long enough to figure out that you can't live without him, pack all that stuff up. Get yourself an annulment. Get your marriage annulled. Go down to the court and get it annulled. Get you an annulment. You ain't even got to get a divorce. You can get this annulled. See, that's all you got to do. Go on about your business. Put all that stuff out your house. Yeah. Quit looking for him.
Snap out of
and don't make no more damn decisions while your ass is sick.
All right, your phone call's coming up. Thank you, Steve. 877-29-STEVE right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's get back to the phones, okay? 877-29-STEVE if you want to call and talk to Steve. Let's go to line 5 and talk to Hope out of Virginia.
Hey, Hope out of Virginia, how are you this morning?
I am great. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking my call.
Beautiful. Hope, what's on your mind?
I just want to say, I have 2 things that I really want to say. First is that I think that 2020, the year, has been just a dynamic year. It has pulled a lot of layers back, and things that have needed to be talked about has definitely come to the forefront. So I'm thankful for that. And I just encourage everybody to read Genesis chapter 15, verse 13, when God tells Abraham that I will have your seed captured in a land that is not their own for 400 years. And after that, they will be made slaves and servants. But after that, I will raise your people up and have their oppressors at their feet. So I just want to encourage everybody to read that.
Glory.
Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I did not write it. That's not those are not my words. So I wanted to say that, but I also wanted to go on and talk about Trump.
Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second.
You gotta come back.
Steve is still,
He's giving God the glory.
Yes.
I was just shouting.
Uh-huh.
I was just shouting. Girl, you made Hope, you made me run around the room. How?
She has one more thing to say, Steve. Go ahead, Hope.
Okay, go ahead.
Just one more thing. I wanted to talk about Trump and how these QAnons, these Trumpers, some Republicans are jumping on his bandwagon, too. And they're saying that the Democrat elite are involved in sex trafficking and pedophilia rings. But to me, the only person that I've seen snatching up and stealing kids in the last couple of years, is Trump. Where are those babies? Where are those kids? I don't know if they being sold off as slaves themselves to some kind of elite people or groups. I don't know.
Well, all I can say is, all I seen out the White House, which I tried to say before y'all voted for him, was I told you he was involved in pornography when he was dating a porn star. That's what I told y'all. And he tried to play the porn star with $130,000. Then he had Playboy Bunny walking around his house. in looking in Melania's room up in Trump Tower. That's what I said. Democrats ain't into none of that. None of that.
All right, coming up, our NFL
None
picks
of
with
that.
Pimpin' right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, we're back live. Listen, you had some breaking news, didn't you?
Excuse me, folks. We have breaking news. May I have your undivided attention, please? Can you turn the background music down? This is breaking news. Breaking news. May I have your undivided attention, please? I don't mean to alarm anyone, but this is a significant piece of news. Ladies and gentlemen, as of now.
Yes.
Philly to flip their ass. Philly to flip the script. WDAS 105.3. Philly to flip it on them.
Biden is now leading by over 5,000 votes in the city of Philadelphia, in the state of Pennsylvania. The entire state has been flipped blue. The blue wall is complete with Wisconsin, Michigan,
Illinois,
and Pennsylvania.
New York, Minnesota.
This is our breaking news once again.
Philly to flipped on their ass. Philly let them have it.
Oh, now. Oh, now. Oh, now. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it's in the song.
Yeah, no, you didn't pull the
That
song.
you want us to stand up for, that we are trying to draw attention to what's happening to our lives. The fact that you have not taken one moment of your presidency to acknowledge the hurt that people who are oppressed must be feeling because of the fact that you claim that Black Lives Matter was a Marxist communist organization. Are you kidding me, sir? The irony of all of this is that all four of these states came down to the vote in the city areas, the most condensed areas, what you call urban areas. We know it's just the black folks. So now, in Milwaukee, they turned around the election in Wisconsin. In Detroit, they turned around the election in Michigan. Chicago didn't even play with you. It went blue soon as the polls opened. You walk this dog somewhere else in Chicago. And then the stunner started happening. You went over there and are actually losing in a traditionally red state called Arizona because your policies towards people is so evil and disruptive. And now you can't even win in Maricopa County where you pardoned Sheriff Joe, who was just treating the Mexican population like they were dirt. You in trouble there. And now Georgia, which has always been a red state, they done flipped blue, homie. And guess why? Cause of Atlanta and Savannah and Columbus. That's why you can't win there now. And now we went up to Philly. You had all that red going on, but you forgot all them black people you ignored and messed over. And you didn't notice, man. You didn't really think Black Lives mattered. But I bet you know it matters now because our votes do. Philly then showed up. It's a wrap, sir. That gives Joe Biden over 300 electoral votes. There ain't that much damn voter corruption in the world, which there ain't none anyway. They on Fox talking about this dead person they found.
And we need to shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They gave dinner last night to the ballot counters in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Hats
the Steelers.
off to the Steelers, man, for doing that. Hats off to the Atlanta Hawks for opening up the State Farm Arena down there to give people a place to vote. Hats off to all the NFL and basketball players and baseball players that urged everybody to vote. Hats off to all the rappers that came up and showed up. I even want to send a shout out to the strippers for releasing that incredible video about get your ass to the polls.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Philly.
Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Philly.
Man.
Yeah.
That's what we're shouting out right now.
Philly. Pittsburgh.
Biden is in the lead in Pennsylvania.
Philly.
You know what? Shirley had a good suggestion too, Steve, off the air. Remember, Shirley, you wanted to shout out the poll workers.
Oh, yeah, the poll workers. Yeah, you know, they're working so hard right now, you know, probably for minimum wage or something. And, you know, they got to work all day. I mean, like everyone, but I mean, it's stressful right now because they're being threatened. You know, the world is looking at them, you know. And all of that. So I just wanted to say thank you. We appreciate you. And just thank you for doing such a great job. And stay safe. And we cover you. You know, we do. The poll
Jesus'
workers.
Name.
Yeah. And yes.
Counting the ballots.
All y'all doing is counting the ballots. Ain't y'all
That's hard
fault?
work. Yeah, that's hard work,
You're doing
though.
your job.
Part of the democratic process.
They lucky I ain't down there counting because I be laughing, laying back. Got another one. Biden. Well, there go Trump. Biden. Trump. Biden. Damn, boy, they ain't look good over here. Where the observers at? Come on here and check this sugar honey iced tea out. Come on, dog. Man, I'll be throwing ballots at observers. They lucky my black ass ain't down there counting.
Of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this. Thank you, poll workers.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, let's go to the phone, Steve. We haven't talked to the people in a minute. 877-29 Steve. Let's go to line 4 and talk to Jeffrey out of Temple Hills, Maryland.
Jeffrey?
All right, or let's go to line 6. I think we lost him. Let's go to line 6. Talk to Alex out of Philly.
Alex?
Hey, what's happening, everybody? What's happening?
What up, Philly?
See.
What?
Sing this song with me. Here you go. Nah.
Hey, goodbye.
See you later.
Yeah.
Alligator.
Whatever.
Crocodile.
Huh.
You got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go. Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye, Dan.
Sayonara. Arrivederci. Bon voyage. Any other language you want to break it down in.
There you go. Take all that racism with you. Take all that divisive rhetoric. Take all of that. You don't give a damn about nobody but the rich, but you fake it like you care about the working people. You don't give a damn about nobody but Donald Trump.
All right, we got another call,
Bye.
Steve. Thank you, Alex. Let's go to line 1 and talk to Maurice out of Wilmington, Delaware.
Maurice out of Delaware, right outside of Philly. What's up? What?
Let's get that turkey up out of the oven. You gotta go.
You gotta go. Talk to you.
Yeah, I'm home of the future president of the United States. That's
right.
Man.
In Wilmington, that's right.
Yeah, man. Man, congratulations to everybody in Philly. I know what you must feel like. I live in Atlanta. I voted in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Our radio show is on in Atlanta. We own in Philly. We own in Detroit. We own in Chicago. We own in Dallas. We own in Houston. We own in Detroit. We own everywhere that made a difference. New York City, WBLS, they shut the door right away. Ain't even question about us. We didn't question in New York. Come up in here with
Cuomo.
this. We is who we is in New York. We New York strong. New York take it all. Epic Center for the coronavirus in the beginning. 9/11. This New York, man. Nobody playing with you. We bad up in here. showed up and showed out. Man, we flexing, and we got every right to flex. Thank you. Thank you to all of our listeners on the Steve Harvey Morning Show for responding to our pleas and cries. It was you who turned this election around. Now, nobody fool you. Right. Oh, they're gonna want to give credit to suburban women. That's cool. Ain't no problem. But they wasn't counting the suburbs in the last ones I saw in Detroit.
More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show after this.
The suburbs.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are on this very historic day. We're back. Steve, before we get into your closing remarks, we got to say happy birthday to our very own Mississippi Monica.
Yeah.
It is her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Monica.
Happy birthday.
Please go to her Instagram and follow her. That would mean more to her than the victory in the White House. If you would follow
At
her
Mississippi
on
Monica.
Instagram. Just go do that. That'll mean more to her. All right, let me get to this.
Wait, what's happening? What's on your mind?
I got some things on my mind because I want to say this as a person who, these are my closing remarks, as a person who is in the radio world, that where we give out information and help keep people informed, not only laughing and entertain, but keep them informed. Let me say this. As the leader of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, I personally don't have anything against Republicans. I really don't. I happen to have Republican friends. There are a lot of fine Republicans. See, but I'm talking about Republicans, though. There's a lot of fine Republicans. Now, if you're a Republican that's in a white supremacist group, that excludes you. If you're a Republican in the Proud Boys, that excludes you. I'm talking about just good people who happen to be Republicans. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with your views. I really don't. You are free to agree whatever you want to agree. But I have the same freedom too. We can't all agree the same thing, but we can get along, right? See, the problem I have, though, for the last 4 years is not the Republicans, but the person that you elected as your representative. See, that's been the whole problem. See, I listened to this man lie over and over and over. And why y'all stopped listening to the lies, that baffled me a bit, I must admit. But for some reason, you chose to allow this immoral person to be your representative, and you rode with him and you let him get away with stuff that you would never have let anybody else get away with. He wanted to roll back to health care. Obamacare is a disaster. Well, we've been waiting for 4 years for you to roll it back, but you got nothing better, because everything you could roll it back to would have to kill pre-existing conditions, and that was the great thing about Obamacare. It could use a little tweaking here and there, but everything that we would have required to tweak it would have meant that y'all would have gave somebody some more, and you know that ain't what you do. You don't give people more. And then he comes on TV last night and he gives this whole speech that was designed to destroy the democratic process, which your country was built on. Let me just give you your stuff now. Your country was built on the democratic process, the whole Constitution. And all of a sudden he went up there and just ripped that to shreds last night. And you know what reason he did it for, y'all? Simply because he wants to be king. Yo, dog. I don't mind a Republican president. I got a problem with a Republican king. You ain't king, man. And now we done stepped up and showed you something. So now, let me tell you what happened to you this week. See, you trying to tout and take credit for something you did. First of all, you took credit for economy that you inherited. Let's just be honest about that. Now, today, guess what Fox News says? That employment, if these numbers had came out before the election, he'd be president. Employment is down 6.9% and jobs is up 600,000. Do you know why employment is down? Because most people have fallen off the employment ranks. Their employment is up, so that takes you off unemployment. Do you know why else unemployment is down? Because people went back to work. You know why people had to go back to work? Because they had to make a choice between health or wealth. And if you ask me, do I take care of my family or I stay home and play it safe, I got to take a chance to go take care of my family. But the reason we in a health crisis is because you handle the pandemic wrong. And the other reason people had to go back to work is because you killed the stimulus package and said you deal with that after the election. But now that your ass ain't fitting to get reelected, I bet you don't pass the stimulus package before January. Because it's always been about you, man. See, you killed everything. You killed the stimulus package. Then you killed the Colin Kaepernick movement. Then you told the NFL players they all ought to get fired for getting on their knees, man. See, you think black people forgot all of this while you was forgetting about us. And now you've trained Fox to be divisive. And so now Fox News is all depressed. So now let me talk to y'all for a minute. It's only been 2 days of depression that you all have had to sit through, and it's going to get a little bit worse. I'm just going to forewarn you that but it's just depression. It's not oppression. See, oppression is different. It's ongoing. It lasts 400 years. It comes from having no rights of any kind, no decision-making process. You just get oppressed. So now, let me help you understand a couple of things, man. Y'all want to know what I'm confused about? What do he want us to do? Is it the polls' fault that he ain't the president? Do you don't want the mail-in votes to count? You took all the damn mailboxes. Do you want us to keep counting as long as you winning? Do you want us to stop counting, man? You want the observers to stand closer than 6 feet? They can't stand closer than 6 feet because your ass won't admit that we got a virus and we got to practice social distancing. That's why your ass ain't close. It ain't that we don't want you to see the votes. It's just you got corona and we don't want you on our ass. Back up and get out the White House. Let me pay for the moving truck.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.